So, welcome to Ant. And
I,
Ant has joined me today so that we can dive a little bit deeper into what is going to be coming up in our Magik Manifestation little mini course over 5 days. So, as anyone who's watched any of the previous videos coming up to now, you will have been listening to me talking about the fact that Magik Manifestation, as we call it, is a little bit different to the normal manifestation programs that tend to be circulating and out there. And we've mentioned before about so many frustrations that people have where they dive into the manifestation process and they get so far and then they give up on it because either nothing happens or something shows up that's just so far removed from what it is that you set out to create. And I just thought it'd be really lovely if Ant would you would share today for people your experience of diving onto the Magik Manifestation and any key differences that you felt or you experienced in that and how you feel that has affected your ability to be able to manifest in an entirely different way.
yeah, thank you, Skarlet. And yeah, I was very fortunate to be on your course last year. I was at a point where it came at the right time, so maybe I manifested that. But the thing is, I was in a position where I was needing a job, for example, at that stage, and I'd literally had applied for 100 jobs roughly, and my mental health was dipping again because I'm like, why am I not getting anywhere? But within days of working with you on this course, I got myself a job. It just there's a tangible difference on what you offer, and there's just more detail for one. You know, I was one of those who picked up Rhonda Byrne's The Secret book back in, I think I bought it back in 2012 when I was going through a bit of an awakening. So that was part of my awakening as well, to see that actually this 3D world we live in, there's a lot more to it. So it was interesting. And then I dug deep into the Esther Hicks, Asking It Would Be Given, and Jack Canfield's Chicken Food for the Soul, I think it is, or something like
Yeah.
that. And all brilliant stuff, but it was all a bit too easy, really. Sort of, you know, put a picture on a wall, and every day you look at that picture, and you know, a vision board, if you like, and you go in and you stick this material stuff up there, and you're going to manifest this into your life, and you know, and aspects of it does work. I'll be honest, I had some small wins, but ultimately it wasn't manifesting my reality. It was almost teasing me, I felt,
Yeah.
and I was missing something. And what I've been fortunate again, you know, not just this course, but to jump on the alchemy course. I have learned so much. This Magik Manifestation course is detailed. You are, if you're just going to sit there and look at your board on the wall and dream and wish for this thing to come into reality, it's not going to happen. There is more to it, and your course gives that detail, and that's where I'm very fortunate.
And actually, you brought up a really important point, which is this idea of looking at a board and wishing for something, because even the very act of wishing for something puts that thing consistently out of reach because you're wishing for something that is not in your reality. So, there, as a start point, you're actually putting the manifestation of the thing you desire into a place where you're telling the field, the universe, actually, I don't have it. And what would the field do? You don't have it? Okay, I will make sure you don't have it. It's like the reverse of what we're told. It's crazy. So, yeah, and that was awesome that you had such a quick win so fast after the Magik Manifestation. And obviously, your wins have grown and grown, haven't they, over the
Oh,
period there?
without a doubt, Scarlett, without a doubt, I feel more in control of myself, which is the biggest thing, really, where life tends to, you kind of just, I felt I was always swimming against the tide instead of understanding the tide and allowing the flow of things, and just understanding actually as a creative being how to create, because you're not taught this in school. You're not, and me, I'm a professional conspiracy theorist, so I'm like, I have my doubts on why they do not allow us to be these creative beings, but you have the answers, and the detail is phenomenal. I'm very, very grateful that you've come into my life, because you've changed a lot for me. My mental health has improved massively because I know that I am constantly creating. And if I'm creating something bad, I'm more aware of it as well. I'm able to reverse that. I'm able to change things. My whole being has changed.
Yeah, and I mean, this is another subject that we'll dive into on another podcast. The idea of conspiracy. It's kind of interesting how that word has been so changed, let's say, where critical thinking is something that is, in my book anyway, all kids, that should be the very first thing that they're taught at school, the curiosity and critical thinking, because we're talking about something that directly links back to the core of what allows us and facilitates us to manifest extraordinary things into our world. Something that we will absolutely dive into when we go on to the Magik Manifestation program, for sure.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of what you offer, Skarlet, really. A true understanding of how to do this. Not the wishy-washy, sit there and dream it up.
Yeah, because there's always a critical, there's, in everything I've tried anyway, the one critical piece that's missing is the piece that, in my own experience, without it, you can forget completely any idea of actually being able to really effectively carve out what it is that you choose. I mean, without this one piece, forget it. And it's incredible how, in my own experience, having tried, like everybody, lots of different manifestation processes, they're all missing it. And when you get it, it's like that saying, once you see something, you cannot unsee it. Once you get it, you're like, what the heck? How did I not realize that before? So it's going to be awesome sharing this. So, well, thank you so much for sharing, Ant. And well, for anyone who, we've just got a few days left until we run the next one, a few days left to sign up. So if you want to sign up, just go to scolomanche.world, SKOLOMANCHE.world. And at the top of the homepage, there is a little button where you can sign up for our Magik Manifestation program for free. And if you've missed that by the time you actually see this video, then drop us a little message. You can actually sign up on that button anyway, and we will let you know when the next one is that's running, so you can jump in on the next one. So wonderful. We look forward, Ant and I, to see you on the Magik Manifestation.
Don't miss it, honestly. Don't miss it.
Thanks so much, Ant.
You're welcome.